Hey guys, it's about beer 30. Let's take a walk into the kitchen and see what's in the fridge today. Hey everybody, welcome to Gregsbeerreviews today. Thanks a bunch for stopping by, I do appreciate it. Today's beer comes from Founders Brewing. This is their KBS, which stands for Kentucky Breakfast Stout, Cinnamon Vanilla Cocoa Edition. Won't know if I didn't go back and look it up, but I don't think I've reviewed this particular version. I may have, but I didn't think I had in my lifelong brother Dennis dropped this off to me with the beer mail package, which I still call them even though it's not mailed through the mail, and when I looked at it I said, I don't think I've had that particular version. So like again guys, I didn't research it or look after 4,300 of them, but it's real easy to find out. I mean, you can just type it into YouTube and it'll show you everybody that's reviewed it. So anyway, this is a 12%er. Says here, Imperial Stout with coffee, cinnamon, vanilla extract, and cocoa nibs aged in oak bourbon barrels. So the key thing there, it says it's done with coffee. So I mean, there's not a lot of beers that retain that coffee when it's done in the barrels, and then you try to age it longer on top of that. To me guys, over the years, if you want that coffee notes, I would drink it fresh. I mean, that's what I can tell you, because I think the coffee is going to fade over time. It may still be there, but not quite as strong, just like hops do on IPAs, double IPAs. This one was bottled on 9/3 of 21, 12%er, 2021 release. So it's got the date right here, and then it's got 2021 release up here in the corner, and then the ABV is right there. 12-ounce bottle, very typical of what they do. Very nicely done, guys. I mean, it's giving you everything you need to know. The ABV is there, the vintage is the year, and then on top of that they're giving you the month, day, and the year printed on it. So and it tells you what it is on the front label and what it's done with. So that's pretty good. That's pretty good. It's the KBS series is a very tasty beer series, guys. No matter what variation you're trying, every one of them have been pretty tasty beers. So I don't think you can go wrong. They're not cheap beers, not around here anyway, but they're pretty dependable. I mean, you're usually going to get what you pay for there. And this one here says highly acclaimed KBS cinnamon vanilla, and then up here in the corner it says barrel aged series. So depending on how much barrel you want to taste, it said they leave it in the barrel a year. So the beer is significantly older than a 21 if it's been in the barrel that long before they put it in a bottle. But anyway, let's jump over to Untapped. Here's one for cocoa lovers, KBS Cinnamon Vanilla Cocoa. The sumptuous deep coffee and chocolate flavors of KBS rise to the next level with a swirl of cinnamon and hint of vanilla to create a sweet but not too sweet barrel-aged drinking experience. It's a whole new spin on KBS that's sure to sweeten your spirits. So once again, guys, it's a 12%er, and it's, according to Untapped, it's 45 IBUs. So not super bitter, I don't think, for that number. So let's find out. Let's jump in. Denny, hope you're doing well, my brother. Thanks a bunch for the beer. And hope you have an awesome 2022, as well as everybody watching. We're going to do the swirly swirl early on this one. we're going to kick it up a notch. Get that big chocolatey head up on top of this stout. Alright, it's all in there. 2 fingers of head, nice khaki color, fairly creamy on top. There are some big bubbles from that aggressive back end pour. Looks pretty good. Everything looks tight on the sides of the bubbles. Pitch black, guys. Very, very nice looking stout. Alright, it's time. To the nose we go. Oh yeah, I'm getting chocolate. Hints of vanilla. Cinnamon. I mean, it's spot on. It's got a little more chocolatey notes. It says cocoa here, so it's definitely chocolate. That smells awesome, guys. It really, really does. So 12%er. Cheers, everybody. Cheers, Denny. Love you, my brother. Not a whole lot of bourbon notes to me. May be there, and it may come out more as it warms up. It's cold out of the fridge right now, so I'm going to reserve judgment on that and see how it's tasting when we come back for the final chug. So, super chocolatey. It's almost a candy bar in a glass. I mean, vanilla and the cocoa, hints of cinnamon. Fairly sweet. Very tasty, though. Wow, that's definitely a very tasty beer. And guys, if you don't get enough bourbon notes in your barrel-aged bourbon barrel beer, you know what to do. I've told you, a little bit of bourbon in there. And that depends on how much bourbon taste you want. You want a little bit, you want a little bit more, you want a lot. It's up to you. Alright guys, it's right out of the fridge. It's come up to room temperature. Pretty impressive beer. I mean, it's a very, very tasty beer. Worth picking up if you like stouts. So, very well done. Alcohol's well hidden. This is a very worthy beer. So pick it up if you get a chance. I'm going to sip on it. Be right back. Alright guys, I'm back. Been sipping on it for a while now. I've got a sip left. Decent. It's not awesome lacing. Just a little bit around the big bulb part here. It's a very, very tasty beer, guys. I mean, it's exactly what they say it is. I mean, they're not pulling any punches. It's cinnamon, it's vanilla, cocoa, chocolate, but the bourbon is lackluster, and that's basically what I get from this brewery in the KBS series now. I think it used to be more bourbon notes than we're getting now. I don't know why that is. Maybe my palate has changed is what it is, so I don't know. But I think the bourbon is just the only thing that's a little lackluster. Everything else is spot on. It's a very, very tasty beer. A great final beer of the evening for what it is for me. Wow. And now that it's warmed up, there may be a very ever so slight hint of the bourbon, but I mean, it may be there, guys. It may be my palate. I mean, I don't want to take anything away from the beer. If I'd had this beer 10, 12 years ago, I may think it was too boozy. I mean, it all depends on where your palate is and what you like to drink or what you've been drinking. So, it's very well done. I mean, it might have plenty of bourbon notes for most people. So, maybe that's a bad sign for me. I don't know. Maybe so. I don't know. I ain't gonna go there. I'm not going there. Final chug. Super tasty, and I would call it a dessert beer. Nice chocolatey notes. Cinnamon is there. The vanilla is there. The cocoa is there. more than likely the bourbon notes are going to be there for most people. So, very nice beer, guys. To me, it's an A beer, and that's where I'm going to put it. I mean, it's a solid A, and that's 95 for me on this one, guys. Over to Beer Advocate, and they don't differentiate between the years. They put them all together, guys. So whether it's 2000 or 2021, they're all in the same category, and they don't usually separate between the years. And this is a 2021, and when they put them all together, they're saying it's 93 outstanding. Yeah, I wouldn't argue with that one bit. It's definitely worthy of a 93 because I'm giving it a 95. Untapped has it at 4.14. That's A minus. Maybe borderline between the A category, but definitely a lower A grade, probably even than Beer Advocate is giving it. So I think it's a tasty beer, and like I said, Dennis picked this up and dropped it off, and I don't know what he paid for this. I mean, if it's a reasonably priced beer, it would be worthy of picking up, but I don't know what he paid for it. So I mean, if you're getting this beer for a good price, yeah, it's worthy. If it's overpriced, $12, $15 for one bottle, yeah, I'd say probably not. It's good, but it's not $15 a bottle good. So I don't know what it costs. So if you're getting a good price on it, and more than likely this would be either sold as a single or a 4-pack. Something of this ABV is not going to be in a 6-pack, guys. It's just not going to be that way. Not gonna happen. So if you've had the 2021 edition of the KBS Cinnamon Vanilla Cocoa from Founders Brewing, let me know what you think. I enjoyed it. So Denny, thanks a bunch, my friend. And guys, if you've had, let me know what you think. Till we meet again. Fridge is kind of bare. I gotta make a trip across town. Till then, till we meet again.